about to go in and see Twisters.
That's right.
Here's the sign, see? We're really here. Look at this, show the sign.
Twisters.
We're about to go in and see it.
Okay, well, we just finished Twisters. And I honestly can say that I like the original much, much more. This might be an unpopular opinion. So if you love the movie, trigger warning. This is called Real Takes and Movie Breaks. So we're being real and raw. Not going to hold back. I think he's doing his Glenn Powell impersonation.
No, I'm being real.
In that movie.
This is real.
I really like Glenn Powell in Hitman. That was the first thing I saw him in. And I thought he was good in Top Gun. I saw him in that too. But I think the problem with this movie that I had was the cheesy dialogue, the writing. Good actors can only do so much with bad writing. And who directed this?
I don't recognize the director.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the director either. So it may not be the actor's fault. It may be the director and the writing. But scientifically, there were so many flaws as far as like what's realistic and what's not.
Scientifically, you think?
Well, I mean, there's no, I mean, obviously, like, it's completely unrealistic. But the movie plot had so many flaws. Like, first of all, like you said, all you really need to know about a tornado is what direction it's going. He never really explained, okay, what's the whole point of them trying to, like, have, like, that 3D view of the tornado? How is that going to help save lives? They didn't really explain that very well.
Well, if you remember the original Twister, like I do, the point of the whole Dorothy system was to basically get a data readout on how the tornado was moving, and figuring out like what direction it's going and what the speed of the wind is or whatever, so that they can figure out a more advanced warning system.
Right.
At the time that Twister was made, I don't know what the deal is now, but at the time they were like, you only have 5 minutes to know when a tornado is going to hit. That was kind of so it's a very simple plot. The plot was so easy to understand in the original Twister.
They explained it perfectly.
I don't understand anything about what they were trying to accomplish in this movie. And then after the tornadoes hit, all of the stuff about we got to help these people after the... Like,
we're going to help them pick up stuff? We got to go help them. Okay, help them, like, pick up...
That's not your department, though. Your department is you're trying to understand tornadoes or something. But here's the other thing.
The flaw with, like, okay, the corporate company. Oh, you're trying to exploit the people. Are you really trying to help them, or are you just trying to make money?
They had that in the first movie. They had the people that were only in it for the science, not the humanitarian part of it, which is also kind of questionable. But the whole movie was written in a way where I kept looking at you the whole time. I was like, this is written by ChatGPT.
Yeah, and you kept saying, I think ChatGPT wrote this.
Not...
If you listen to some of the dialogue, it doesn't sound like a human being wrote it. It sounds really
The scenes
bad.
were... Now, I can't say that because, I mean, maybe whoever wrote it however, but it seems like it was written by ChatGPT. The scenes were done in such a way. When I was watching some, like when she's talking to her mom, and her mom comes in. Literally, the scene is like her mom comes in the bedroom. So how you been?
Spoilers.
I saw your friend, his haircut. I didn't recognize, and this is a guy you would never not recognize. I didn't recognize him from his haircut.
That didn't make any sense.
But then she's like, "Why didn't you call? I'm sorry." Oh, well, I guess I'm going to go now. Do you need anything? Let me know. You'll come back before you go back? Like, you'll come here, see me? Yeah. Okay, bye. Yeah. And Glenn Powell, I like him. He's so annoying.
In this movie, his character, I mean, he just didn't have much to work with, and neither did the other actress. Like, and they didn't have chemistry. Like, I didn't believe their chemistry at all. It just and the funny thing is like, you're thinking, okay, at the end maybe they'll kiss or something, and she has that corny line, because, you know, his whole slogan is, if you feel it, chase it. And then she looks at him, if you feel it, chase it. And then he, spoiler alert, he like drills through his crazy truck that has drills.
That's not going to make any sense if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, but these are spoilers. Because, I mean, we're fine with giving spoilers because we're not recommending you see this movie. So,
I mean, you can see it. I'm not saying don't see it. I'm just saying, man, I was underwhelmed with the quality.
Yeah, I mean, the visual effects were fine, you know, like, the production value's good, but,
I don't even know about that. I don't even know
the main actress, she was just kind of boring. Glenn Powell's character, like, I'm a cowboy. He just wasn't believable as, like, this cowboy. And all the other characters, all the cowboy characters, none of them seemed very believable to me. They just seemed one-dimensional and far-fetched. Like, the whole story is completely far-fetched. It was so far-fetched I couldn't really care, because the entire time I'm very aware that I'm watching a movie that's just trying to capitalize off the success of the original. You know,
I mean, on the surface level, if you just look at the trailer and you look, I mean, this movie's a big commercial for Dodge Ram trucks.
Yeah.
And it's all about like country music and being out in Oklahoma and the wide open countryside. So it's like it's just an excuse to photograph a movie like that. With the problem is, you have to have great actors in those lead parts. Mm-hmm. And Glenn Powell is a good actor. I'm not saying he's not a good actor. I like him. He's a good actor. But he's not right for this, actually. And it's weird because you think he would be. But while I'm watching it, I'm realizing, like, he's not the Marlboro Man. He's not this generic sort, like, and that's not the. If you go back and watch Twister, it's Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt.
Amazing actors. With a lot of depth.
Neither of them are the most good looking.
No.
Which is what they're trying to make Glenn Powell out to be. They're trying to make him
stud muffin cowboy.
They're trying to make him into that, and I don't even know if that's really what he is. But Bill Paxton's kind of a goofball. Helen Hunt's kind of a goofy.
Well, she's kind of
lady.
They're both kind of goofy, but she's also just sort of like an everyday, you know, girl next door almost. Whereas this girl looks kind of like a model that they toned down.
I don't know what she is.
But
she's the most boring.
She's just boring. She's basic, right? There's nothing very interesting about her. I mean, she seems just kind of blah, like a bowl of oatmeal.
But she also seems annoyed in most of her scenes.
Yeah, most of her scenes.
So even if she wasn't boring, you can't be boring and just be. This is her in most of the scenes.
This is her. Oh no. And then this is Glenn Powell. I don't like you. Let's pretend like we're flirting with this, like, picking on each other kind of thing. I'm going to tease each other and...
Well, it's funny you say that, because let me show you something.
I know more than you do about tornadoes.
Oh, yeah? We'll see about that.
I'm going to lead you in the wrong direction.
Okay.
But by the end of the movie, I'm going to realize you're a good guy, and then maybe it's implied that we'll get together. If you feel it, chase it. The other thing is she looks like she's 15 and he looks like he's 35.
Okay, so her character makes no sense. She's supposedly this amazing tornado follower. She knows what tornadoes are going to do. Mm. She's also just very annoyed to be talking to anyone in any of the scenes. There are probably 30 plus scenes with her, and it's her just talking to characters who, like, want to interact with her, but she's kind of like,
She's like, she's annoyed. She doesn't want to talk to her mom. She doesn't want to talk to Glenn Powell. She doesn't want to talk to her friend. And it's like because of the trauma she experienced, she's just...
Yeah, the trauma...
I think it might just be bad direction. Because I do think it seems like she has potential.
It's bad writing. So she's annoyed in all the scenes she's in.
Yeah.
But then we see her when she's out in tornado country. She's like she can see where the tornadoes are going to do. It is the most nonsensical character I've ever seen. Her character makes zero sense. There's no person alive that's like this.
No.
It's a total fantasy. But back to my original point, in order to do a movie like this, for it to work, you have to have good actors, and those actors have to have good chemistry, and they have to be having fun with each other, because they're not really going up against tornadoes.
No.
We all know this.
Yeah.
However, if the actors are having fun with each other, we suspend disbelief.
Exactly.
And if the actors are just sort of acting scared and upset,
or confused,
we just want them to get sucked up by the tornado.
Right.
That's really how I felt the whole time. When are they going to just get messed up? When are they just going to get fucked up by tornadoes? And then I'll be happy.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I felt. And it's still fun. Like, I'm not saying don't go see it. If you want, it's fun.
Saying don't go. I'm saying it's not worth paying money to see.
Yeah,
if you can watch it for free, sure.
Don't pay.
If you're curious
don't
about
pay
it,
$50 to go see it. Anyway,
so what would you rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 5?
1 to 5?
Yeah.
2.
Same. I rated about a 2 because the writing's not very good. The directing is weird. The acting just isn't believable. And just because it does have good production value, but it's like you can't even believe that they're really in those circumstances because the timing of everything, like at one point at the very end, like the cowboy's hanging on with his foot, like realistically the wind would have swept him up. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah, so Glenn Powell, he's holding on to a woman. She's getting sucked up by a tornado, and he's holding on to a theater chair with his boot, like the back of his foot. The force of the wind, like I was telling you, I was reading how in tornadoes, pine needles will like go through trees.
Yeah.
Because of the force of the wind.
Force of the wind.
So we're talking about and we're talking about people just driving into them with their cars. And then the windows, nothing happens to the windows. I'm like, those windows would break.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's just absurd and unrealistic. But if you like watching Glenn Powell smirk, and you like watching a damsel in distress, pseudoscientist, wannabe 15-year-old going on, I don't know.
She's 15.
Yeah, feel free to waste your money and waste your time.
Anyway, that's just our thoughts, but appreciate you guys watching us.
But yeah, comment below, if you think we missed something, if you think we're being too harsh, comment below, let us know what your thoughts are on the movie. And maybe the next review we do, it'll be both thumbs up. But for this, it's kind of...
It's thumbs down for me.
But thanks for watching. Let us know if there's something you want us to review next time that you think we would enjoy.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, signing off.